China is the only major economy is expected to see growth this year.
It's the biggest jump in GDP since China started keeping quarterly records in 1992.
The strength and confidence comes from government spending, strong exports, and early control of the COVID-19 pandemic.
This is Zhengzhou, a city in central China. It's the site of the world's largest production base of Apple mobile phones. With 200,000 employees and 90 production lines, it turns out 130 million mobile phones, or 50% of Apple's global output every year. At no point in 2020 or 2021 was production here ever interrupted, ensuring a timely supply of phones for Apple fans around the world.
以我们这个车间为例，我们这个车间大概是2000人，整个厂区有几十个车间在满负荷的在运营，每年要为生产大约上亿只产品，来满足客户和全球各地的需求。
Throughout the pandemic, China remained a major contributor to global economic growth. In 2021, China's gross domestic product grew by 8.4%, the highest rate for a decade, surpassing both the IMF's forecast and the goal set by the Chinese government. Over the past 5 years, in spite of global instability, the pandemic, and a domestic slowdown, China still managed to achieve average GDP growth of 5% annually.
Today, we are thrilled to introduce our next generation of iPhone. Here it is.
In September 2022, Apple launched its latest model, the iPhone 14 Pro. However, people soon found it was taking longer than expected to get their new phone. The reason was that the Foxconn factory in Zhengzhou had been shut down due to the pandemic. This was just a small part of the overall impact made by the Omicron variant, which was seriously interfering with China's economic development. However, now under the new COVID policies, the Chinese economy is quickly recovering. With the help of the local government, Foxconn's production base in Zhengzhou was able to resume output at its earlier peak level within a month.
我们这个园区是负责郑州总保区里面手机生产零件的全部进口和配送作业。目前呢，每天进货量达到180车次以上，往生产车间配送呢达到240车次以上，已经达到了历史的一个峰值。
Shipments out of the factory have already reached 90% of their peak level in early 2022. The factory is staffed by a full complement of 200,000 employees, who are on duty every day, and all its production lines are running at full capacity.
目前，我们要利用这一段时间，以最短的时间和最快的速度，把我们之前失去的时间和订单追回来。目前订单量也是我们以前的最高的水平，一直到春节乃至春节后的一段时间。
In 2022, China's GDP surpassed 120 trillion yuan, or 18 trillion US dollars, an increase of 3% year on year.